just going to take my thumbnail and try to take off any of the liquid nail that went behind the masking tape. So if I do that, I won't have to touch up this door as much. If you try to flake that off, think, oh, I'll just sand that off with some sandpaper. Now you're sanding off your paint too. You know, I want to get as much of this off as I can first off, and then I'll make a decision what to do. Touch-up wise with some caulking, or I think I'm going to take a little wood rasp to this edge here. Now this edge folded down pretty good. Remember this, the veneer I was telling you was hardboard. It's about an 1/8 inch thick. This had grown out to about 3/8, and I mashed it all back together. And you know, once you get water on there, it's not all going to go back down 100%. This is still protruding out a little bit, but at least it's nice and tight. You know, I'd say it's maybe a 1/4 inch at this edge now, so this door is kind of spreading still, you know, but you're not going to get this perfect. You can only do the best you can, hope that that sticks. That's why we're using the heavy duty liquid nail. So hopefully we're not going to run into a problem later on with this lifting again. That's why I used the heavy duty, because the heavy duty liquid nail is for interior and exterior, remember? Okay, so just see what I can do here. Alright, I guess I'm ready to clean this edge up with the rasp. See where I had the masking tape, it pulled that little piece off, and this little edge is loose a little bit. This here was already missing from before. And see how this is lifted up a little bit? I'm gonna have to decide what do I want to do with that. Do I want to leave that, put some caulking right there? Because if I sand this or kind of chisel this down, then I'm gonna have to put some caulking there and then some touch-up paint. And I think I might do that. I'm not sure if I want to leave that lip lifted up, because remember the veneer goes up this way on the side style of the door. This veneer from here down goes down this way. This goes sideways. So that's why there's a joint there. And that was lifting up, and it was only so tight I could get that. Now it is tight, and it's like that because that's that hardboard lifting all out. Remember, it expanded right there. Here it expanded the same, you know, but this is on an outside edge, so you're not going to see it as much as right there. See what happens when you get the hardboard wet? Use my trusty old rasp. This thing looks pretty old, but this has really served me well over the years. It's flat and it's got a rough surface here. This side is more smooth. Then this side is kind of contoured, curved. See there? How it's curved. So this side here kind of rolls over like that. Rough side and a smooth side. As you can see, I've used all the edges on this, and this rasp is pretty old, but it's still working. I mean, I've probably had this 15, 20 years. It's got some paint and some caulking in here, and it probably needs to be cleaned out a little bit. It still does its job though. On wood and metal it works good on. Okay, so I'm going to take that. I'm just going to hit this edge, and I'm going to go down. I don't want to go back, and if I went back and forth like that, that's the worst thing you could do, because you're going to take any edge right there and you're going to try to peel it back, and some of the paint could come off and this could get all messed up. We don't want to do that, do we? I just want to get that edge down because it's kind of lifting just ever so slightly. Not very much, and there's not much I can do. You know, I can do some. go that way, I can go longer and just keep it at an angle. Hey, most people know how to rasp and sand, but still, you know, watch this. You might learn something on the rasp. You know, short strokes down or sideways like that, not back and forth. There's a certain time to do that, and there's a certain time not to do that, you know? So I want to blend that. See, now right here at the end, I could do that flat. I'm not at an angle because I've got, this is all glued down. But, you know, if I didn't want to do that, I could take the rough side and just do that a couple times. Then I don't have to go back and forth, you know. Now, finish it off with the smooth side. Kind of blending in that edge. And see, that edge right there is perfect, but not this right there, because that's beyond it. Now, if I hit that, I don't really want to do that, I don't think. I think I'm going to leave that alone for right now. See, here's a little bit that's loose. I couldn't do anything with that. You know? That's why I got my touch-up paint. I want to kind of look at that a little bit. There's a little bit more that's loose. I don't do that now. It's just going to peel up later. Okay, now I can look at this edge. This top edge, I don't want to go back too far, but there wasn't any paint on that edge right there anyway, so you know, I can hit that a little bit. There's liquid nail over it, but this rasp is taking some of that off and making that smoother, and that's another reason if you let your liquid nail set on there a little bit longer and cure, now you can take the rasp to it. You did this 6 hours later or the very next day, you wouldn't really be able to do that with the rasp as well, you know, or sandpaper. I'm just trying to trick the eye. I put paint over here, you're not even going to really notice as much that there was anything going on. Okay. Again, you always want to work from the outside in. I wouldn't want to go on the other side and go this way, because then I could peel that off this way. You see what I mean? So is there a right and wrong way to rasp? Yeah, there's pretty much a right and wrong way to do just about anything in construction.